Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Sikorsky. I'm the police chief here in Davenport. And last Monday, the Davenport Police Department was contacted by the Clinton County Sheriff's Department in regarding to the discovery of human remains near 270th Avenue near DeWitt. An autopsy on the remains was conducted by the Division of Criminal Investigation, and we have received confirmation that the remains are those of Breasia Terrell. As you know, Breasia's been missing since July 10th from our city. This news is heartbreaking to both Breasia's family and our Davenport community. Our deepest sympathies and heartfelt prayers are with all of those who are affected by this tragic loss. As this case turns from a missing child to a homicide investigation, we know our community is anxious for information regarding the investigation and any charges that may be forthcoming. We also understand the desire to see the perpetrator of this crime brought to justice. However, in order to maintain the integrity of this investigation, one that's been going on for some 9 months now, nonstop, I'm not able to comment on any specific investigative details at this time. And I hope you all will respect that for the integrity of this investigation. This investigation continues to be a joint investigation by the Davenport Police Department, the Division of Criminal Investigation from the Iowa Department of Public Safety, and our federal partners at the FBI. I can assure our community that investigators are working diligently to bring justice on Breasia's behalf. Again, they have been nonstop for the last They have been nonstop for the last 9 months. I want to assure our community that when we are able to share details on this investigation, we will. As we told you last Monday in Clinton County with Sheriff Greenwald, that we would let you know just as soon as we could when we had information on this. We will continue to do that for our community's sake, for Breasia's sake, and Breasia's family. We have been in constant contact with Breasia's family. This is a very tragic and emotional time for them, and they need our community's support. We've been working with our partners from Family Resources to ensure they have the support services that they need during this time. And I'd like to let them speak a little bit about those services and what we have here in our community, great services for, as far as that's concerned. So Nicole Sisney-Durbin, the president of Family Resources, will talk to you just for a little bit here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Like the chief said, my name is Nicole Sisney-Durbin. I'm the president and CEO of Family Resources. On behalf of Family Resources and our community, I want to express my sincere condolences to Breasia's family. We are so sorry, and it was not your fault. The loss of Breasia will create a ripple effect extended family members, to her neighbors, her classmates, teachers, school personnel, all of us in this room, our entire community will feel that you do not have to deal with this loss alone. Even if you did not personally know Breasia or her family, you may still feel grief over her loss and need support. Like the chief said, we've seen this in the news for the last 10 months. Our community is grieving along with Breasia's family, who has been impacted by trauma or violent crime. We can provide group support, we can offer debriefings for schools or your places of employment. We can help parents who want to talk to their children about this loss and just don't know how. We can tailor our services to meet your needs. We have a 24/7 toll-free crisis line that's available and staffed by trained advocates. That number is 866-921-3354. We are here for the community during this time, and we will work closely with our partner organizations to ensure our community needs are met.
Thank you. As you can see, every time that I've had the opportunity to speak about this over the last 9 months, it's always been more than just a Davenport chief or an officer up there talking to you. We've had tremendous support, collaboration throughout this whole ordeal, and all of which for one reason, and that's working for Breasia and her family and our community. Today we have DCI up here with us. We have the Clinton County Sheriff up here with us. We have members, we have our superintendent from the Davenport Community Schools. We have our school board president here and family resources here. Before we came down here to talk to all of you and to talk to our community, we sat upstairs at a table and just recognized, one, how different our jobs are, but that we all do it for the same reason, for the same cause, and that's for our community and our kids and our families. So I will entertain a couple of questions if anybody has any, but I do appreciate you all being here to deliver this message to our community and Breasia's family as well.
Chief?
Yes.
By investigative details, you mean cause of death, how long the body may have been there, all that kind of stuff?
Yep, any investigative details that I haven't already talked about right here. For the integrity of this investigation, I'm not going to comment on any of those.
Status of Mr. Dinkins?
Excuse me?
The status of Mr. Dinkins?
He's still incarcerated at this current time on unrelated charges.
You did mention that it was a homicide investigation. That is confirmed from what you found.
Yep. So you know, this now turns, I guess, officially in our eyes into a homicide investigation. One of the things I'll tell you is we've been conducting this investigation over the last 9 months as if it was, but certainly, you know, I can certainly share that that's what it's officially called now here in Davenport.
Can you talk a little bit about what your investigators are going through today? Where are they at? It's obvious that you've been deeply affected by this. Can you talk about that team and what they're going through?
Yeah, I think there'll be a time where we'll be able to share some of those things, maybe in a little more intimate setting. But I can tell you, you know, they're affected by this as well. Deeply, you know. It's a 10-year-old girl. So, any other questions? Yes?
What's it like now knowing where Breasia was and having, you know, another step to take in this investigation?
Your question is, what is it like? It's a big step in the investigation. It's a big step for the family and for the community, as well as the investigation. So while, you know, I don't think any of us wanted to be here and hear this and talk about it, I think it's going to help with closure. I think it certainly is going to help with the closure of the investigation, the continuance of the investigation, and where that investigation goes. So, you know, it's tragic. And again, I think anybody wants to hear this. None of us want to be up here, you know, talking to family members about this. You know, we've already met with family members and have had, you know, these discussions intimately with them. So this today doesn't come as a surprise at all to the family members, but it's a big step in this whole process of dealing with it.
Is there anything you or the family wants the community to do now?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for the community to help with this right now is compassion and prayers for Breasia's family, and patience when it comes to the investigation. I will tell you, as the police chief here, I couldn't be more happy with the effort and professionalism that's gone into this effort from July 10th until today. I'm extremely happy with the performance of our investigators, but also the assistance that we've had from outside of the Davenport Police Department as well. So patience with us, confidence in us, but also maybe equally, if not more important, I think prayers and open arms to the family. Nicole talked a little bit about it. This is going to affect a lot of people. You know, there's a reason that TJ Schneckloff is here, and the president of our Davenport Community School Board as well. This affects a lot of people, and they're equally as affected by it. I'm the one who is up here delivering the message, but you know, they're affected, and students, teachers, you can imagine, friends, the ripple effect goes a long ways in our community. So, thank you for asking.
Can you share when the family was notified?
Well, I can tell you since last Monday, we've met with them and talked with them several times, if not daily. I know an investigator met personally with them last night.
To confirm.
Yes.
Thanks. You, in August, there was a lot of searching in Clinton County, obviously a big place. Was this an area, going back now to Monday and Tuesday, was this an area that had been previously searched or in that area?
I think that's a question that we'll wait later on for investigative details to bring those kinds of things out. I think that's all part of the overall investigation of that our detectives are conducting.
Chief, obviously, if somebody has any information that they've been sitting on, now that we know it's her, this would be the time to come forward.
Yeah, absolutely. All of you do us a great service with getting this information out. Maybe you don't understand how important that is at times. And so anything that our community even thinks could be related to this, whether it's in Clinton County or right here in Davenport or somewhere in between, we ask you to please contact our agency to give that information. As little as you may think it may be inconsequential, I can assure you that we will look into those things. We've looked into literally hundreds of them over the last 9 months. And over the last week or week and a half since this information became evident in Clinton County, more information, you know, has come about from just community members wanting to do the right thing. So I think it's a great point. We want our community to know we still need you. We still need your help. If you think you saw something or you heard something, please contact our investigators. One more question.
Yeah. Could you explain a little bit more about what's next in this investigation, timeline for possible charges, and what's next for investigation?
Yeah, I don't have a timeline for possible charges. I will tell you that our investigators our Davenport investigators are working with agents from the DCI and our FBI partners, and putting all the information that we've been gathering and putting together over the last 9 months and doing more work in the investigation to just give our prosecutors everything they need to move forward on this. So I don't have a timeline for you, but I can assure you, when we do have information on charges, that we will contact you and we'll meet again and discuss that.
One more. Do you anticipate this being prosecuted in or in Scott County?
That's not a question for me. I
Okay.
appreciate the question, but that has nothing to do with the Davenport Police Chief or the Davenport Police Department. I have great confidence in our investigators, and the help that we've had on this from day one has been nothing short of amazing. And again, all of this was done for Breasia and Breasia's family and our community. So I thank you all for your role that you take so seriously in getting this information out, because it does help. So thank you very much.